What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, and we are back in the world of Techromancer. This is technically our first episode in our brand new series. We kind of had the other episode where I kind of introduced everybody, but this is pretty much where we're going to get started and get rocking and rolling. Now, I have done a few things, so you guys basically didn't have to really sit through it and watch, but I'm going to cover a few of the highlights real quick. And then we'll go on from there. So first off, one of the first things you're probably going to want to do when you get in is build the Tinker's setup. What's up, bro? How's it going? You're going to need a stencil table, pattern chest, part builder, and a tool station. Stencil table, we'll go ahead and look each one of these up real quick. Stencil table, if it'll pull up, there we go, is made by just a standard plank. You can use any kind of plank and a blank pattern. You can make a blank pattern with either two planks and some sticks, or 4 sticks. I prefer 4 sticks. It just saves you more and you get more bang for your buck. After that, you need a pattern chest. I mean, you don't have to have one, but it does help store things. It makes it a little bit easier to kind of do what you want to do. That's just a chest and a blank pattern. After that, you need a part builder. Part builder, if it'll pull up, there we go, which is just a log and a blank pattern. And then finally you need a tool station, and there we go, and that's just a crafting table and a blank pattern. That's going to give you all 4 of these. Once you do that, you're going to need to get some blank patterns, and you're going to put them in your little stencil table here. You can just cycle back and forth between these, and to make your basics, you just want your pickaxe head, you want your tool binding, and then you want your tool rod. That you then make with the part builder by putting the pattern right here, and then you put this right there, and that'll make you your flint axe heads, etc., etc. You need your shovel head and your axe head for each of those, and then you just make your bindings and your tool rods out of wood. Same thing, put those there, and then you put wood, which I don't have any on me at the moment where I show you, in there, and then finally you put it over here into this. Now, when you first get started on Techromancer, you're going to have a hard time finding flint, which is your first head for all of your basic tools. Actually, I just realized sound's not working for me. I'm not sure why sound's not working for me. That's a little weird. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be working for you guys or not, but it's not working for me. If it's not working for y'all either, I will get it fixed in the next video. I do apologize. Anyways, once you get flint, all you've got to get flint, you can't just go and mine gravel. On this server, gravel's not going to work. It doesn't do it. You can mine it all day long. You'll end up with stacks and stacks and stacks of the stuff, and you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anything. So what you want to do is you want to take some gravel, and I think I've got some right here. Yep. And if you look up in the eye, you're going to see a couple different recipes for gravel. Specifically, where is it? This one right here, which says shaped crafting. That gives you the 4x4. And then there's shapeless crafting. And if you look, where is it? Right here. It's the same looking recipe, and it says shapeless crafting, but it's not the same recipe. What it means is basically you can put it anyway, like that. You can put it like that. You can put it like that. You can put it like this. You can put it like that. As long as you've got 4 gravel in there and it's not in the 4x4, you'll be fine. So you want to play around with that, get you some gravel, and then you can make all your different tool heads, and then you're pretty much good to go. One of the other big differences in this mod pack is food is kind of a pain in the ass. So you're going to make sure that you have plenty of food when you run around. Otherwise, you're going to starve to death. Finally, one of the other big changes is the way ore works. Oh, hello, zombie. How are you, mate? Whoa, whoa. My mouse is screwing up. Yeah, what's up, bitch? One of the other big changes in this... Oh, and for whatever reason, Tinker's heads aren't working. You cannot get them on a tool for whatever reason. You can't put them in a part builder. Even if it's repaired, it doesn't work. Can't put it in a tool station. Nothing. It just does not work. We're not quite sure why it's supposed to work. It just seems to be a bug in the mod. So here in just a second, I'm going to show you guys how to find ores in Techromancer, because it's a little different than what you're used to. All right, so you're going to want to type /kit, and you're going to see /kit ores. slash kit ores is what you're going to want. Ores is going to give you this little book right here. If you open this book up, it's going to show you different dimensions. It's going to say overworld, moon, Mars, and space. Those are all the different dimensions that have their own custom ore generation. If you come down here, you're going to see coal tubes, shows up in swamps, aluminum veins in forest, copper veins in jungle, iron veins in cold icy, and tin veins in plains. Now that doesn't mean that stuff only spawns there. It just means it spawns in drastically higher densities in those areas. So if you're looking for that specific resource, those are the places you're going to want to go and look. All right, so if we come down here, this is my little mining spot. Let's see, where is it? This is where our iron is. Now you're going to notice iron runs pretty deep in here. You can see it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and kind of gives you an idea of what to expect. So when you find minerals, it's going to go pretty far. It's going to be pretty ridiculous. And it's going to be really worth it once you find it. The problem is finding it isn't always easy, and sometimes you may have to spend half hour or so before you do, but when you do find it, you're probably going to find a stack or more. Now you still can find materials occasionally strewn throughout the world like you can here, but you're better off really focusing on those areas. Now the problem with the pickaxe is at the moment I can only mine copper level, as you can see right there where it says mining level copper. That's the highest end I can get with this. And that means we can't touch the iron down there. Since we can't utilize the heads, we're not able to upgrade the pick other than simply actually mining stuff. So you can see we're up to expert level. That's almost 4 or 5 ranks, if I believe, or if I remember right. Sorry, I had to get a quick drink. So 4 or 5 ranks, I think you have to get master with the flint to get iron with it. That's going to take you forever. So one of the things you're going to build right off the bat is a smeltery. And you're going to get seared bricks. Seared bricks are made from grout. Grout is made from clay, sand, and gravel. So you just need to find those 3, put them in a 3x3 like this, and you'll end up with grout. You then put grout in a furnace. It gives you seared bricks. And then you can make a smeltery with the seared bricks. Now, I'll show you guys the proper layout for a smeltery. Most of you guys probably know by this point how to make a smeltery, but we'll walk you guys through that here in a minute. Now, we do have access to to Dynmap on the server. I gotta figure out which I don't remember. I think it's N. Yeah. We do have access to a Dynmap on the server, so we can actually see where the different biomes are. So I spent a little bit of time this morning finding a jungle biome. And you can see right here, we are in a jungle biome. Let me pull that map up again. I think we're about 500, 800 blocks away from everybody else. This is a jungle. You can pull it up by pressing F3. You notice there, bottom left-hand corner of the white text, it says LC, and then you see jungle. I'm going to go ahead and turn the rain off for this video just to kind of make things a little bit easier on the audio. Okay, so we just dug basically straight down from where we were at in there looking for copper, and we just happened to get lucky. As you can see, what is it? The book says that copper spawns 35 to 55. We are at about 40. Yeah, we're about 40 when we located it. So we've got some copper right here below us. I didn't spend any time opening this up very much, so we're gonna go ahead and do that now and see if it's just a little bit. It does look like it's a fairly decent vein, I think. I guess we'll kind of figure it out as we go. Yeah. So like I said, as you can see, copper and most of the other ingots, or not ingots, but ore types, when you do find them, you're not going to find it in just 1s or 2s. You're going to find it in lots. Now, we also have access to Vein Miner on the server. The nice thing about Vein Miner is you can mine pretty much the entire vein with 1 click. The problem is it does not work with tinkers right off the bat because, well, it doesn't work with tinkers, period. For some reason, Vein Miner and tinkers don't get along very well. For some strange reason, tinkers just isn't recognized. So it's something we've looked into. I don't think Lem's going to be able to fix it, so it's probably just going to be one of those things we're just going to have to deal with. And I'm real sorry about that. I know that's frustrating, but basically use tinkers until you get. Let me go ahead and go home to bed. Let these guys sleep real quick. They want to sleep. There we go. What was I saying? Use tinkers to basically get to iron, and then once you get to iron, you can make normal pickaxes if you so choose. Eventually, you're going to probably want to go back to tinkers because of the levels and such, and it does make it nice. But it's kind of up to you. So we ended up finding 14 copper in that setup. Not a whole lot compared to what some of the other veins will do, but still a pretty decent amount. So that's more than enough for what we need to basically make our stuff. I do have this little place saved. We'll come back here probably at a later time and dig through and see if we can't find a wider range of copper. But we are going to go ahead and make that smeltery real quick. And we're just going to stick with a fairly basic smeltery this time. And some of my other videos, we've made a pretty big smeltery. This time we're going to make a pretty, I wouldn't say a small one, but we're going to keep things kind of on the lower end. We don't need to go too crazy. I am going to build it outside. We are going to be building a factory around somewhere. I don't know exactly where I'm going to build it yet. I had thought about building it over here, but I think Cyrus found me a nice island, which we're probably going to use instead. So we're probably going to do that. Actually, no, I'm going to put this right here. Well, yeah, we'll do it here. Sorry. I had to rethink my my little setup there. Break this, break that. Put you there, put you there. And for those of you guys new to modded Minecraft, this is what we call a multi-block structure. It's one of those things that you have to build a specific way. And then once you build it in said specific way, you get a specific structure. So think of it like a furnace or something along those lines that you have to build multiple pieces of. Most of you guys are pretty familiar with this stuff, but every once in a while we get somebody new. Like, for instance, Bex is completely new to modded Minecraft, never played it before, and so all this type of stuff is going to be completely new to her. All right, so now that we've got the outer shell of our little thing laid out, we want to make a few different things. This is a smeltery drain, smeltery controller, which you can see right there. We're going to want to make a spout. We're going to want to make a table. And then the last thing, we need some, I think it's glass surrounding it, if I recall. Maybe it's under tank. I think it's seared tank now that I think about it. Yeah, seared tank. Yeah, so it's just some glass. So I think we have some sand around here somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Yep. We'll just take one piece for now. Put the rest of it, whoops. Put the rest of it back. Now, we don't really have a sorting system set up yet. I will be setting up a sorting system using Project Red Advanced Relocation. I think it's Advanced Relocation. I always forget the name of that mod, but I'll be showcasing it here in a couple days. It's a very powerful mod. Allows you to do some absolutely ridiculous stuff with things. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. All right, so now we've got our seared tank. So we'll come over here. And we're going to put our seared tank here because we're going to use it to basically build the rest of the stuff. And I usually put the smeltery drain in the middle. I like having the controller on the left and then the tank on the far right. It's your smeltery. You can build it however you want. As soon as you got it built right, you'll notice that you can right click on this and the little fire will still start up even if there's nothing in it yet. And then we're going to put you right there. And then we're going to put you right here. And now we need lava. Lava's the next big step. Now, you're going to be thinking, well, wait a minute. We can't make lava because we don't have iron. How are we going to make a bucket if we don't have iron? Well, I happen to have a bucket, which I found from a chest. But for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to show you guys how to make this anyway. And I believe this is, yeah. No, that's a flower pot. Actually, maybe made out of clay now that I think about it. It's been a little while since I messed around with tinkers. Let's see. I think it's like this. Yeah. All right, you can see right here, this is a unfired clay bucket. Now, clay buckets are very similar to normal buckets with the one differentiation that they are usable one time. So when you use it, it's over and it's done with and it cannot be used again. All right, do we have any lava on the surface? I know, yeah, up to the right. You can see it basically straight in front of us at the very, very top of my point way up there. So let's head over there real quick and pick this up. But anyways, like I was saying, the clay buckets, one-time use. So, you can pick pretty much anything up with them. Actually, I think water may be multi-use, but lava is a one-time use. Which I think kind of makes sense. I mean, lava's not exactly one of those things that is nice to transport. It's pretty warm. Even with clay, I mean, even with iron, I mean, I wouldn't want to hold a bucket of lava. I don't know about you guys. Whoops, it's right over there. How did I go in the wrong direction? I think that's lava right over there. We're going to take a look real quick. I think it's lava. I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out here in just a sec. I'm almost positive it's lava. And it's a little closer than the volcano. We do have a volcano over there. Okay, right over here. Yep, pointing right at it. So let's get the mini map back up. And it should be right over here. Actually, this may be Skelly's house that I'm seeing on the map. Because I'm not hearing the lava noises. Actually, no, here it is. Perfect. So we'll just scoop some here. There's one. And we'll go ahead and take two. I'm going to go ahead and set a home here, lava, and then we'll go home bed. All right, so now that we've got the lava, we want to get our little smeltery fired up here. And there we go, and there we go. And you notice the bucket just disappeared. We've also got 1850 in the little setup here. I'm not quite sure why it's 1850 and not 2000. You would think it would be 2000, but oh well, it is what it is. Now, one of the issues that we're going to run into with this is we don't have, at the moment, any gold. So we're going to have to make a, we're going to have to find some aluminum somewhere. Aluminum's a little bit of a challenge. Let's see, where does aluminum spawn? I'm going to have to probably look this up. Aluminum is in forests. So forests are a little bit different than the normal areas. I think, I'm not quite sure where a forest technically is. I know that's a giant tree biome over there. So I'm going to go look for a forest real quick. Once I find one, we will go looking for aluminum. We're going to need aluminum to make aluminum brass. I believe it's with copper and aluminum, and that will allow us to make the Tinker's setups that we need. So give me just a few minutes to find a forest, and we'll pick up there.